Hi everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Matt and this is What Matters to Matt. And yes, today I'm going to be making a connection between unicorns and running. Now, if you want to find out what that connection is, you're gonna have to stick around to watch this video. And I think there's a pretty good message that we can pull from this video. And it all started with a run that I went on with my daughter. Now, if you don't know my daughter, I'll put a video up here. We just went on not that long ago a 4K Color My World run. She did super awesome, but this weekend coming up, I'm running a half marathon, and at the same time, she's running her first ever 5K event, and we've been training for this pretty hard over the last couple of months. By the way, Zoe, if you watch this, if I get this out before we actually go on that run, I'm proud of you. You've been working hard. You're gonna do awesome. You're gonna crush it. If you don't see this until after the run, congratulations. You crushed it. I'm proud of you. Get all that out of the way, but now we're gonna get on to exactly why we are here. Well, this run that I went on with my daughter the other day was meant to be just an easy 5K run. She's been training hard for this coming up, but we wanted to do just an easy 5K to just see where we were at. So we went along like we normally do, started out pretty slow, and I noticed after about 3 kilometers that she was going pretty quick. She was chatting it up. We were going at a conversational pace. But when I looked down at my watch, we were doing 6 minutes per kilometer. And I'll put the miles up there on the screen. And that might not sound that fast, but the goal that I had set for her, or the goal that we had talked about originally not that long ago, was try to break 30 minutes in the 5K. I thought where she's 11, she hasn't been running for that long, 5K in 30 minutes would be a really solid goal, because I think that's a pretty good goal for a lot of people out there. That can be pretty fast. And when we went out on this run the other day, plodding along, just easy running, and we were at that pace. And when we got to the 4 kilometer mark, she looked up at me and she said, "Dad, do you mind if I run just a little bit faster this last kilometer?" And I said, "Sure, Zoe, fill your boots, you go ahead." And of course, before I even got that out of my mouth, she had already taken off, and it took quite a bit for me to actually catch her.
I may have underestimated Zoe's speed. We're 4.5 days in and she's way ahead of me, and I'm ahead of her race pace. Trying to catch her now.
And when we finally got to the 5K mark, I looked down at my watch and I realized she had actually ran that last K, that 5th kilometer at a 5 minute per kilometer pace. Maybe I'll put the miles pace up here again, but she had run it quite a bit quicker, which actually brought us in at just under 29 minutes. Why is this really important to me? Well, I had kind of set that goal for her to be able to run the 5K in under 30 minutes. And she had looked up at me after we did this run the other night, where she had lots left in the tank at the end of that run, running at that pace and ultimately running faster for that last kilometer. She looked up at me and she said, "Dad, do you mind if I run a little bit harder and a little bit faster come race day on Sunday?" And I said, "Zoe, think unicorns, not horses." By the way, now would be a good point in the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you think you're gonna like some of my content, hit that subscribe button down below. It's free to you, and it motivates me so much to see that there's more people out there who want to share with me in my journey. But let's get back to talking about exactly what I mean by think unicorns, not horses. Well, it actually starts with a saying that kind of goes in the opposite direction. And it says, think horses, not unicorns. And the purpose of that is to be realistic, to think in a realistic way. Don't just use some imaginary thing. Think realistically. Think horses, not unicorns. And what I do, if you don't know, I am a teacher by day. If you haven't been watching my videos, I'm a teacher by day, runner by night, or morning, or afternoon, or whenever I get a chance to run. But when I get into a new class, one of the things I like to do that sparks up pretty good conversation is I play them the sound of horses running. And I ask the class, keep in mind this is elementary, what do you hear? And ultimately the hands go up and everybody says they hear horses. Now for me, I get back with, I hear unicorns. And then that starts a whole discussion whether unicorns are actually real or not, and me asking them to prove to me that unicorns are not real. But I like to flip that whole thing on its head. I want kids, and I want myself, when I'm setting these big goals for these races, to think unicorns, not horses. What do I mean by that? I want you to think big. I want you to think about what you think is possible or even just beyond possible. The message in this video, same message I tried to give my daughter, is that if you've got a race coming up or if you're just starting a new training block, pay close attention to what people are telling you. Listen to the advice from all the experts out there, certainly people that have far more knowledge around running or whatever event you're doing than I do. But ultimately, it's your choice to make the decision on what you think you're capable of. Don't let others define that for you. I have that race coming up this weekend. Then I've got a full marathon coming up in 3 weeks. My goal is to PR this half marathon and then PR that full marathon. Both are pretty solid goals for me, and I think I'm capable of doing that. That is all I have for the video today, guys. I know that was kind of short and a little bit different than what I normally do, but I'm so inspired by everything that my daughter's doing, and I just had to share that with you guys. My name is Matt. This is What Matters to Matt, and ultimately what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you in the next video.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.